important for India as well. I mean, we don't produce much of oil and we don't print dollars, but we need both. Well, on that note, let's also talk about the rupee, right, which made that big move in the last hour of trade and hit 83, but we're just under it. And as we begin today, dollar is on the rise once again. Lata is here in the studio. Lata, tell us more. Two questions. One, what happened? I think people are still scratching their heads. Many are. And second, will the RBI take the other side if there were to be pressure once again today?
Difficult to guess the RBI. Well, yesterday there was a global backdrop also, which towards evening was turning negative EM currencies. The US bond yields were over 4% and they were going towards 4.08, 4.09 as our trading day was ending. The yen going towards 150, yuan going toward the Hong Kong yuan going towards the 7.25 mark. So there was a global backdrop also which was edging us lower, but it appears that there was one foreign bank with a large buy order. And, a couple of people would know about this when they see them buying. So there were stops put at 82.30, 82.50, points where the Reserve Bank has intervened in the previous and protected. So, okay, if this big bank is buying, Reserve Bank would come and supply so that the dollar doesn't rise too much. That didn't happen. So it was more like a poker game between market and RBI, and RBI refused to blink. And, everybody's stops got triggered, including the big bank, which was buying dollars. And probably the central bank wanted to buy them expensive. Why should they be allowed to buy dollars cheap? That's what happened in terms of the last hour fall, which was sudden. But there's no taking away that the vibes are still against the rupee. Today, if anything, the yields are even higher in the US at, 4.15, 4.14 and change. The Asian currencies are opening even lower. The yen, 149.92. I mean, we are at 150. The Hong Kong yuan, again, 7.27. So that's the lowest since 2007, 2008. The backdrop is still a negative rupee. And, now there is also another kind of poker game which the market is playing. The Reserve Bank reserves have come down to now 8 months import cover. Earlier, when it was 640 and imports were smaller, they had 10 months of import cover. Now imports are running at 60 billion a month and the reserves have fallen for both reasons, RBI selling and depreciation of some currencies. So now the market, will they allow depreciation rather than use reserves? You don't want to come to 6 months. That is a Plimsoll line which RBI won't come to. So there are other reasons why the rupee could fall, but kind of cataclysmic waterfall may not happen. And Q4 is always positive for India. There are very good flows, but Q3 is there before Q4 starts.
Okay, all right, Lata, thanks a lot for that. So that's the big headline, right? The rupee at a record low. Let's watch it very closely today. But let's get back to tracking stocks. We'll take a quick break. On the other side, Gurmeet Chadda of Complete Circle Consultants will join in for some fundamental analysis. We'll also be connecting with Manoj Vishwanathan, who's the MD and CEO of Home First Finance, to discuss their Q2 earnings as well. Stay tuned.